Hey folks, welcome back to Richer Rental. Today I'm going to be talking to you about 12 tips to save money and streamline your Airbnb business. At the end of the day, there's only two things that really matter, and it's generating more revenue and lowering your overhead costs. The beautiful thing is that you're not always going to have control over rental revenue and income, but you're always going to have control over lowering your overhead. And this is going to be super important if you're new to running an Airbnb, you're trying to scale, or simply trying to get through some tougher times or slower rental periods. Okay, so make sure you stick around for the full video as a couple of my best cost saving tips are near the end. And make sure you like and subscribe if you found this video at all useful.
So providing your guests with cleaning supplies is absolutely huge. It's going to be great for your cleaner. You're going to be paying your cleaner less time to clean if you have the proper supplies for the guests to do some themselves. We generally have great guests. They leave the place in great shape, and so they're more than happy to clean. Well labeled, so there's no confusion that they can use it. Just something for the more economical, making a homemade vinegar soap water solution. Lots of recipes online, but it's quite economical, and a lot of guests like it as well. It's kind of a greener alternative. In the same vein of cleaning here, yeah, we provide our guests with a vacuum. This is the Shark vacuum. It's nice to have the cordless. They're more likely to use it and clean up the place after themselves. Keeping in line with cost saving ideas here, we like to have these foaming soap dispensers for our washrooms. You can pick those up off Amazon, or you can just buy one brand new and then and start refilling it after. Maybe take the label off or leave it on, whatever you prefer. But we just buy bulk Castile soap, and the ratio I'm using is 1/4 Castile soap in here, 3/4 water. And this is lasting months or at least a month, and we're only using this much of the soap at a time. It does an excellent job washing your hands still, but yeah, this is highly cost effective. It's not wasteful, and we bought lavender here. We bought this just off of Amazon in bulk. I have a 4 liter downstairs as well of this stuff, but it's lasted a long time, does a great job, and will save you a few bucks. Signs like these, super important if you're on septic. I actually have this template here. I'll have a link in the description, but anything of this nature is going to be essential if you're on septic. It will save you literally, potentially, thousands of dollars on septic issues. So highly recommend having these for your washrooms, as well as your sinks, prevent people from pouring down bacon grease and that sort of thing. We always have a spare propane tank. We keep one in the garage that's fully filled. That way, if guests message us, hey, we ran out of propane, we're not left in that awkward situation where we're asking them to fill it. Not very professional in my opinion. Having that second propane tank's really great. It looks professional. We keep it in the garage, somewhere easy to access, and they're able to swap it out. And then once we come back, we'll either refill that empty one ourselves or have our cleaner do it for us. Folks, I've covered this one in a past video, but having a security camera that's hooked up to Wi-Fi that can be accessed with a phone app or on your computer is absolutely huge. They've saved our butt a number of times, whether it was with kind of guest conflicts or just making sure that our cleaner and or landscaping crew showing up, that sort of thing. Has the driveway been plowed, or do we need to get a plow? All those sorts of things. So yeah. Okay, we're just in our mudroom here. Here we have our lock supply cupboard. Cleaner has a key to that, but keeping this well stocked with everything that the cleaner needs, as organized as possible. I've tried to provide some labeling just using electrical tape and a permanent marker, but if you've got a label maker, that's even better. We've got our basic food refillables there, salt, pepper, sugar, oils, and coffee. You can go bigger or less than that. At the bottom here, cleaning supplies, bags, multiple bags for, the different cans and so on. But yeah, just having that well stocked and well organized is great. Going quickly into the basement here, try not to overdo it with the labeling around the house, but having notes where and when needed for your cleaner and your guests is great. Here we have our supply refill for our supply refill. So like I said, You want to be well stocked. We do a big load of purchases at the beginning of the season. We try and get enough of everything to keep us going throughout the whole year. That way we're not having to do emergency shops or have our cleaner do emergency shops to get guests things that they're running out of, or find out you're running out of something in on changeover days and on those cleaning days where it's same day check out and check in. Another huge item in terms of being just a little bit more digitally friendly, having a pin pad to open your house is absolutely huge. There's no need hiding the keys, meeting up with the guests and so on to get access to the unit or the building. Guests love it, we love it, and it's reprogrammable. You can change the code every time a guest leaves, or monthly or yearly, whatever you're kind of comfortable with. But yeah, they're great. A little bit messy at the moment, but still organized nonetheless. I could really encourage just well labeled recycling and garbage. We're big on recycling and composting, so we have everything nice and clearly labeled, and that way it's easier for your guests to figure out. It's nicer for your cleaner. All right, on the home stretch here, but one quick, another frugal option for you. We buy bulk Scotch-Brite pads, and I just take a pair of scissors and I cut them in half. We're going with the approach of getting a fresh one per each guest. It's sanitary, it's safe, and it reduces the risk of getting any sort of cleanliness complaints. It is a bit wasteful, but at least if you're cutting them in half, you're saving your pockets a bit of hurt there, and yeah, you're reducing waste. And guests don't seem to mind. They're sufficient size to do all the scrubbing for anywhere from 3-night to a couple week stays. They do the job more than enough, and I can attest to that myself. I almost forgot about this one. We have a digital Wi-Fi connected thermostat. It is absolutely huge. We are able to turn down the heat in the winter when guests leave, saving us tons of money on our heating bill. Conversely, in the summer, we're able to decrease the use of the AC in the summer when in between guests. We're probably not doing so on same day checkout, check in, but if there's larger gaps in between guests, this is going to save you a ton of money. And it's also a great item to monitor the temperature of your house. This is particular concern maybe for people who live up north when things are getting cold. You may have a sense of when you need to actually shut down the water, or completely, or just turn up the heat to keep the house warm and prevent any sort of pipe freeze. This particular product is the Ecobee. Another really popular alternative is the Nest. Both are can be used with an app, really easy to use apps, and you really can't go wrong either way. But having one of these is huge, just for cost savings again, and for peace of mind in terms of those other aspects I mentioned.
Okay, I hope you guys found that video useful. I tried to make those tips and tricks as useful and down to earth as I could. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you found any of those useful. And don't forget to check out my website below. I'll have links to all those products I mentioned and maybe a couple recipes for some of those cleaning solutions as well. Catch you guys in the next one. Thanks.